Like I said, I know cats who, get a call from a certain musician and like, hey, I can't make this particular run. Um, you know, you my homie, like I know you, I trust you, and I know that you can handle what happens. So, sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes it happens like when, just like you said, like when the music director knows that somebody is not going to make a run or not going to make a show, the music director might be like, okay, well, I know the person who's going to be able to come through and execute like how we wanted to execute. Could be like an artist relation, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, the artist, well, I want my homie, I want my home girl, I want my cousin, I want my little brother to come in and play this show. Could be like the management, something needs to get done, so the management recommends, you know, like I said, even with the foreign exchange situation, like Yazara was just one of the singers for the foreign exchange, and she's the one who called me. I have no idea how, you know, if they asked her to call me, if you know what I'm saying, if it just kind of came up in conversation and something needed to happen quick, and she just happened to be the one who thought quicker than everybody else. Like, oh, I can call Tim Scott. Y'all remember Tim Scott? He did the such and such show. Um, and I don't know if it's just a culmination of the relationship that I had been building with them over the past couple months. It's like I said, I've seen it happen a number of different ways. But the most important thing is if and when you get that call, to be ready. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of cats mess up. It's a whole lot of talented cats out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we live in a time where I'm talking about this. There are aliens among us. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it come to music and when it come to playing, but everybody is not fortunate enough to have that training and have those conversations about how you keep a gig. You know what I'm saying? I think we put a lot of focus on like how to get on, and we put a whole lot of focus on like how to get calls, and it's a whole bunch of cats who want stuff that looks nice. It's a whole bunch of cats who want stuff like, oh, I want to get on, I want to tour, I want to be endorsed, I want to do this, and they put emphasis on all the hype stuff, and it be cats who get thrown into situations because they can really play, like our monster keyboard players or monster bass players or monster drummers, monster singers, but don't last the whole tour because they don't understand the value of lobby call, because they don't understand the value of sound check, because they don't understand the value of actually learning records. Like I said, like I know singers who know their records just as well as the person who produced their records. So regardless of how dope you think you are, you're not gonna walk in and tell certain artists, well, no, it's a B flat sus chord, when they're like, no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not a B flat sus chord. You know what I'm saying? And it's, like little stuff like that, or just little stuff like being reliable on tour, and you know, not being the person who cats got to worry about. And I'm just fortunate because I come from a musical household. You know what I'm saying? Like my pops was working in the industry. My godfather was working in the industry. Um, I'm fortunate that they had built relationships that helped me out, and I had, you know, got a chance to talk to a lot of OGs just throughout my life, even before I started touring. So I had all those conversations. Hey, yo, like when somebody asks you to do this, you should do it like this. And my pops had always been on me, like the principles that I'm trying to put in you are not just principles for success on stage or success in academics. Like every time my pops ever talked to me, whether it was about school, whether it was about music, whether it was about, behavior, whether it was about how I talked to my sister or how I talked to my mom, you know, my pops was always really good at making sure I understood that the stuff that he was telling me, the principles that he was trying to make me put together in my mind, was the stuff that I can apply to every single area of my life to make me successful. And I think for me, I was never I was never the cat who was just going to just blaze over anybody's music. You know what I'm saying? Like all my closest friends are my favorite musicians. You know what I'm saying? And cats who, even as friends, like I still marvel at today. But I think one of the things that's always kind of set me apart was just my mentality. You know what I'm saying? My work ethic, my sense of grind, how I apply myself to situations. And it's what's made me successful off stage, like even on the business end. You know what I'm saying? Like the first cats to trust me with their music careers was just cats who liked how I did business with them while we was playing. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I think that's usually the thing that's missing the most, when cats are trying to get on. Like they don't have any understanding or any concept that this is still the music business. Like we're fortunate to work in a multi-million-dollar industry, and there are so many decisions that are being made on a regular basis. There are so many conversations, crucial conversations that are happening on a daily basis that go so far beyond what's happening on your 88 key keyboard, or on your, you know, 8-piece drum set, or your 5-string bass. Like this business goes so much deeper than just how nice you are on your instrument. So you have to be prepared to step into the industry side, the business side of this when you get that call, because it's bigger than just what you can do on stage.